Hello Leetcoders, so today we are going to solve day 17 problem on the July Leetcode challenge, and the problem today is titled as power function which we need to implement. It will take two parameters. The first parameter would be the float variable x, and the second parameter would be a integer n. So we basically need to find the nth power of x. So in the first example, as you can see, the x is 2.000, which is a float, and n here is 10. So 2 raised to power 10 is 1024, and we are basically, that will be the output. In the second example, you can see x is 2.1000 and n is 3. So you basically multiply x 3 times and you will get this, and this is how they tell it. In the third example, the value of n is negative, which means x will become reciprocal of whatever is the value. So here x will become 0.5 raised to power 2 if you convert the n in positive. The same has been done here. As you can see, it first converted into the positive n and then found the power. So a basic approach to solve this problem is by finding the half of the values. So let's say in this case we need to find the 10th power, right? So what we can do is we can find the 5th power and we can multiply 5th power 2 times. So like, I mean, 2 raised to power 5 into 2 raised to power 5 will give us 2 raised to power 10. So that is the basic approach that we are going to implement. In case of the value of n is not divisible by 2, or the value of n is odd number, then we are going to find the even number. So let's say here, let's just take an example. So let's say in this case our value of x is 2, and let's say n is 4. So this n is even number. So what we can do is we can find x raised to power 2, and then we can multiply x raised to power 2 into x raised to power 2 to find x raised to power 4, right? In case x is odd, so let's say in case n is odd, so let's say n become 5. Now 5 is odd number, right? So in case of odd number, what we are going to do is we are going to find the closest even number. So the closest even number is 4. Now what we are going to do is we are going to do x raised to power 2 into x raised to power 2 into x. So essentially what we are doing is we are dividing 5 into, so 5 will become 4 plus 1. 4 is even number, 1 is odd number. So we will do something like this, and to find the value of this we can again use the same power function. So let's just write code for this. We need to recursively call this function, the same power function. So we need to have our base case clear. So first base case would be if my n will become 0, So no matter what the value of x is, your power function will return 1. So you will return 1. If your n is 1, you should return x, right? Because like x raised to power 1 is x, x raised to power 0 is 1. So let's just write code for this. So first we are going to cover some base case. If my n is 0, I will return 1. If my n is 1, I will return x. And if I have a negative value of n, in that case my x will become reciprocal of my current value of x, and my n will become positive. And now I need to find the half of the value, like half root. So to find the half root, I'm going to do x and divide by 2. So this is my half value. Now if my value of n is even, so if n is 0, which means even number, I would simply return half value into half value. Else I will return half value into half value into x. So this will happen in case you have odd value of n. So let's just try to submit this case. So this worked for this. Let's test this for some examples that are provided. So let me just write it 3 here. I will also prepare the next case, which is 2 raised to power, and then this will become -2. So this worked for the second case. Let's just see for the third case also. This worked for the third case as well. Let's try to submit this. This worked, and we have 94.12%. Like we are better than 94% people who have submitted this problem. So let's just discuss the time and space complexity of this solution. So we will call this function recursively. So because we are calling it only one time per iteration, it's not gonna be 2 raised to power something, it's gonna be some raised to power x, and then this is going to get called each time this is getting divided into half. So this has to be log of n. I think the time complexity will be log of n, like big O of log of n, and the space complexity, because of this recursive stack, will be also be log of n, I guess, because it's definitely not going to be of n, so it has to be log n space. So thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe the channel. Stay tuned for the next videos. Thank you.